All right, welcome back, everybody. Fun in the locker room. No, it's not October. It's November 5th. Time is just flying by. November 5th, 2025. Liam Holloway, True Carson, and the Hall of Famer Sean Rankel back again, bringing you everything in the world of sports. We're going to talk about the NFL as always. We are approaching week 10 in the NFL. We're going to go through our hot takes. The trade deadline just passed this week. We'll go through our winners and losers. You're not going to want to miss that. We got our Thursday night football picks, as always. Spoiler, the squad ride was successful last weekend. We're just all geniuses here on the show. We'll go through the World Series recap, and we're going to try not to cry when we talk about it. NBA, we're a few weeks in. We got a lot of great takes there. And then college basketball just kicked off last week. And obviously, we're going to give you some great Villanova takes after a narrow loss to BYU in our non-conference intense schedule. Before we do so, a couple announcements for all of our viewers, besides just hitting the subscribe button, following Twitter. We do have 3 ads today. Rankel, what is your sponsor today?
We're sponsored by Sam Adams, Oktoberfest. Always a great time. It's November, great time for some beer. Just crack one open. If you're listening at home right now, you should be drinking a beer.
Hell yeah. Liam, what's your sponsor for today?
Yeah, so I got the sponsorship from Modelo. Along with this beer, they sent me some tacos. And I got to attend a little quinceañera this past weekend, so feeling
Who's?
just a family friend.
But you knew who it was. It wasn't just a random quinceañera.
Yeah, I just snuck up. They're having one at the park.
All right.
Bring
And
the fun locker room to your local park.
my sponsor is Miller Lite. And thank you to all of our sponsors enjoying our free product on the air. Sometimes alcohol does get snuck into the locker room. You know, it happens. And then last announcement before we get on, we have let go of Johnny, our intern. Unfortunately, we found out the other day he does have some unlawful debt, if you will. And Rank got a couple of surprise visitors at 2 a.m. on a Wednesday from some shady characters trying to collect on Johnny's behalf. So welcome everybody to the show. Adam is a new intern, and we'll see how long he lasts. Thank you, Adam. Thank you.
Cheers to you, buddy.
Cheers to Adam. Cheers to Adam. Without further ado, we are going to go into our hot takes, and I want to hear Liam and Rank. I'm going to have you guys chicken match for who wants to go first.
Rank, lead us off, please.
I'll do it. This sport has never been more random. This sport freaking makes no sense. We talked last week. We talked about power. We talked teams up, teams down, teams doing good, teams not doing good. Nothing describes this league more than the Cincinnati Bengals. Because I was close to getting back on the hype train. I was about to send you guys again. I was like, they go up, they go down. This is what happens. The Indianapolis Colts, who Liam has been telling me for weeks are the best team in sports. And we were talking about last week how they'll be fine until they play the Chiefs. Got rolled by the Steelers, who we said the week before had fallen off a cliff. Who lost to the Bengals? This league makes no sense. Nothing is strange week to week. Everything changes. It is we'll see who gets hot in the playoffs type of league right now, but it is teams are the most inconsistent than they've ever been in the NFL, is my take of the week.
Rank, I want to ask if you were getting a little touchy with yourself watching that Colts-Steelers game, seeing Danny Dimes have 3 picks.
I was having some fun.
Yeah. Adam,
fun in the locker room.
Danny Dimes was looking like the old Danny Dimes, the one I know and love. The fact that he was a bum. He had some garbage time touchdowns, but he played terribly. This Colts offense doesn't look good. I think John Taylor got held to 50 rushing yards.
40 something, yeah.
Yeah. It is. I'm not sure what the Steelers have unlocked against this Colts defense. Maybe it's something replicable, but this team did not look the same this week. And the memo is not being read anytime soon by me is all I got to say.
Wow.
Right. Rank quick thing on the Colts then, and I'm never going to say anything bad about our Colts ever again. Completely shut down the run game, as you alluded to. Daniel Jones, I don't think should ever be passing 50 times in one game.
An MVP candidate shouldn't be passing 50 times? Doesn't
I don't think any quarterback. I don't think any quarterback should be passing 50 times in a game. In my humble opinion.
Except for Dak, in your humble opinion.
Except for Dak, yeah. So that's all I have. But great take.
Thank you.
I feel like that take comes up at least once a season. That this
Yeah.
league is
And you're
So
just
great
jealous
league.
that I
A lot of
stepped on it first, and I got it before you, so you can't steal it.
There's a lot of parity. I mean, as always, a lot of parity in the AFC, NFC. There's some heavy dogs. It's a great league.
Actually, yeah. Well, never mind. We can talk about that later.
Liam, what's your take?
all right. I want us Adam to drop a flashback from weeks ago. I've been on this Broncos train, and this was after they lost to the Chargers. I said that they were going to rattle off 6 straight wins, and Rank was like, "Oh, they might drop one to the Texans. They might lose to the Cowboys." Nope. Here we are, Rank. They are tied for first in the AFC right now. I'm exactly where I want to be. They play the Chiefs this week. This is it. This is where the Broncos solidify themselves as the top dogs in the AFC this week.
I'm going to be honest with you, Liam. If I'm looking at this Broncos team right now, there is one team in the past couple of years that it reminds me of. It reminds me of a Kirk Cousins-led Vikings team.
Oh, why did you say that to him? You just ruined it for him.
It is such a fluky team. They beat the Texans by 3 points. They had no business being in this game. They are down constantly. They're coming back in these miraculous ways that are not consistent. You can't do this week after week. They've almost lost to the Texans. They almost lost to the Jets. They should have lost to the Giants. Like, congrats, they're coming back. But you put yourself in that hole against good teams, you're not going to be able to do what they're doing right now. It's just unsustainable the way they're playing football.
I'm going to just completely disagree because last year we saw the Chiefs do the same exact thing and they made it to the Super Bowl.
Are you comparing Bo Nix to Patrick Mahomes?
He is.
No. The Broncos have a better team than the Chiefs.
Oh, my God.
They do.
They don't have a better quarterback.
That they don't. The Colts have a better team than the Chiefs. They don't have a better quarterback. I'm telling you right now, this Broncos team will be the 1 seed in the AFC. I've said it before, and I'm saying it again.
Are they going to the Super Bowl?
You want to read that memo, buddy?
Are they going to the Super Bowl? How legit are they? Like, 1 seed is a 1 seed, but, like...
It's going to be a Peyton Manning type of AFC chip. Colts, Broncos.
My favorite tweet of the past week was somebody compared Bo Nix to Tim Tebow.
Oh.
Are they watching football?
Both clutch late game quarterbacks. That's about it.
Interesting.
Wow. Someone's salty about that. What was it, 33-point fourth quarter still? Man.
I don't even hate the Broncos. I like the Broncos, Liam, but like they just don't seem like a sustainable model to like win going forward.
I think their defense is gonna carry them, and their offense is still going to come out.
Their defense can keep them in games.
What's and also like big picture, what's the worst thing if they didn't make it to the Super Bowl? Bo Nix is in year 2. You know, it's a very young team. I would be just like I think the Broncos are a good team, but I'm also not like putting all this win now pressure on them.
Oh yeah, there's no pressure. That's the thing. That's why they're going to easily take the 1 seed. You know,
Liam's got all the pressure on them.
House money.
All right. I'm going to go into my take. And that is, I think we can all agree, one of the games of the week, Bears-Bengals, which Rank kind of alluded to. And I've been under the mindset of the Bears until proven otherwise. And watching that game, I really think the Bears are, and this is you're gonna be like, yeah, no shit, Drew. This is what we've been saying for, since Caleb Williams was drafted. But the Bears are really a defensive coordinator and maybe a little bit of no line away from like actually being able to win the NFC North. And again, it's a stupid take because it's like that's nothing new. But I was so impressed with how bad the Bears O-line was and how good they made the Bengals D-line, this is a bad Bengals defense in general. Swiss cheese O-line, and Caleb Williams handled it probably, you could argue, like the best out of any time in his career, making very good passes, on the run. He was barely in the pocket because of how bad his O-line is. And they've done a great job putting weapons around him. Obviously, you bring in DJ Moore. Rome has taken a step. I like this Zacchaeus guy.
Yep.
I'm gonna butcher Manungai.
You nailed it.
Good. Loveland obviously had the great touch at the end. I think the offense, Ben Johnson's doing a great job. And you could be like, yeah, it's the Bengals defense. But again, I want to bring up the point of how that O-line, Caleb Williams was constantly under pressure and made incredibly decisive throws. And it's just really their defense they came out with a win, but they shouldn't have had to win the way they did. So in a tough division, I really think they're a defensive coordinator away from winning the North after what Ben Johnson has brought to this unit.
Liam should be happy with us take because do you know the DC of Chicago's Liam?
No.
It's your former head coach.
Oh, really?
Dennis Allen.
Yeah, they were. I know Joe Flacco is like a good quarterback, and it's amazing what he's doing. But also, Joe Flacco had time to dig in his butt.
Oh yeah,
in the pocket. I mean, it was unreal how much time he had in the pocket. Like no pressure, whatever, carving up the secondary.
You are definitely right, Drew. Though, like this Bears offense looks legit. Ben Johnson's really turned this team around. I don't think Caleb Williams made the good step against good defenses. Like he played a really bad defense. He obviously was running around a lot, but like his ability to win games against good defense is not there yet. He seems scared in the pocket, which understandably is getting pressure constantly. But he's able to stand there and make the throws. I haven't seen him do that consistently, but they do win this game, and their defense just like obviously they won the game, but it would have been a little easier if their defense was even a little bit better.
And I'm totally opening myself up to a world in which Caleb Williams has a good O-line and, Rank, to your point, doesn't take that next step as a pocket passer. And I'm opening myself up to that. But I was like, this is a great skill for him to show pinpoint, accurate, even across the body throws outside the pocket. Now, you have to be good at both to be an elite QB. Liam, you've been shaking your head a lot.
I think this is an overreaction. I think this is a complete overreaction. I don't think
hot take for a reason.
Yeah, they are not a better team than the Lions and Packers, and will not be a better team for the next 3 years.
The next 3 years, like Ben Johnson is the best offensive mind in football right now. Like what he's doing with his team, what he did with the Lions, like we've seen the drop off of the Lions without Ben Johnson there. He is putting this team in positions to succeed. Do they have the best skill players and the best offense? No. But Ben Johnson, the value Ben Johnson is bringing to this team is at least 3 wins, probably.
I'm looking at their games this season, right? They beat the Raiders and the Commanders by 1 point each. Now, we love to say, oh, Packers, always play shit against good teams, and I know, or bad teams, and we'll get to that. They lose one of those games, Truitt, you're not saying this. You're not saying this at all. So I think the Bears, it's a weak NFC. They're 5-3. Are they playoff team?
I'm just saying they're a defensive coordinator away from being a playoff team.
No, from winning the division. I don't think that's the case with them. I really don't. I think it's a copycat league. Ben Johnson was great past three years?
Yeah.
Somebody else will take the crown from him in a couple. Maybe
you think he's falling off right now?
Huh?
I agree with you. I think an offensive line and some defense, this team can be competitive.
I mean, you could say that about literally every single team in the NFL. I think the Saints would be great if they had a defense and an offensive line. I think the Giants would be awesome if they had a better defense.
I think there's an argument you can make. You know the meme we always see about the offensive line and the wide receivers?
Yeah.
I think there's a meme for Joe Burrow you can make that you'd rather a better defense than an offensive line for like the Bengals or even for the Bears at this point. Like if you just keep this game more reasonable.
That's a tough question. Those are two very important things.
I don't know.
Liam, can I expand a little bit?
Please.
I don't think the personnel that the Bears have on defense is horrible. And the reason why I'm saying a defense coordinator is because there was a touchdown to – I can't pronounce that guy's name on the Bengals. It's like their third receiver. I something. You know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. wide open and just a complete blown coverage. The corners definitely were playing in the same position. I have no idea. And that's just coaching to me. That's just discipline as a unit. And it's just like, that's really my point is like they look a little disjointed. There's not a lot of fluidity across this defense. And I don't think that's personnel.
Yeah. I just want to see more consistency from their offense, to be honest. Like the Bengals, they've given up in the past, 7 weeks, they've given up 33 plus 6 times. They've given up 45 plus twice. Like the scrimmage game. They're playing against a college defense this game, you know.
Yeah.
You got to see them drop it on some Lions. I want to see the Bears beat the Lions, the Bears beat the Packers, you know, put up a good fight against them, not lose 52-21 like they did earlier in the year. I still think, you know, they got a little something to prove before we can say, oh, they're just a defense away.
I think that's fair. Rank, while we're transitioning, I guess before we close the loop on that game, is there anything you want to say about your Bengals that you've been back and forth on?
Well, now Ravens fan?
Not a Ravens fan. Will never be a fan, but I do think they're doing pretty well. This Bengals team is a big what if. I know I've discussed the Zach Taylor thing for a while now, but like he's coached the entire team, and I think if I'm a Bengals fan, I want Zach Taylor fired because you need a guy to come in here and do better than his defense. Yeah, defense is lacking, but how many years are they be lacking without like changing something? And like he needs to get these teams wins even without Joe Burrow because other teams can win with a backup quarterback, and his team can never do it.
When did Zach Taylor was he hired right before they went to the Super Bowl?
2 years before he had 2 bad seasons, they got Joe Burrow went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's just like Rank. Maybe I'm gonna hit you with a maybe because like the team construction wise, it's maybe the poorest constructed team in the NFL in terms of where the money is allocated.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Like there's a lot of problems with this Bengals team, and it's frustrating because they're actually a very talented offense that could do something if they had a defense, to Truett's point about the Bears, that could do anything.
Yeah.
Anything. They've scored 40 points 3 times this year. Have lost every game. Like, how the hell do you do that?
I just don't understand how Joe Flacco has all this time, but when Joe Burrow is under center, he is under pressure in 0.3 seconds. Like,
because I don't know. But to Rank's, well, kind of to both your points, I'm going to address roster construction. I think T. Higgins, I think he's a phenomenal player, but he's got to go. Like in a year from now, they're going to be paying Jamar Chase and T. Higgins $63 million combined, on top of Joe Burrow making $52 million. That is an absurd. Like, you should never. I'm not some expert on every team's salary situation, but you should never have 2 receivers making $30+ million each. It's just not needed. There's a finite amount of money, and after that, it drops off. You have Orlando Brown Jr., talented, left tackle, Gesicki, and then after that, we're down to $3 million per players, and it drops like into the $1 million range fast. So there's clearly no money being allocated anywhere other than those positions.
Especially as Liam said, this is a copycat league, and you look at the teams who won Super Bowl the past couple of years. Like the Chiefs are not paying wide receiver. The Chiefs, the Eagles are playing like AJ Brown, but like he's not a big part of their team. He's not worth the money they're paying him. The Rams had Cooper Kupp, but I don't think he was on a big contract at that point. Like one wide receiver being paid that much is crazy to begin with. Having 2 of them is like just malpractice.
It really is. The fact that they haven't invested in offensive line, and it is malpractice.
I can't talk about them anymore.
And you're gonna have to pay Chase Brown soon. He's gonna be a free agent in a year and a half.
I mean,
they're not paying him. He's not worth anything. He's a bum.
Yeah, he showed.
I think Joe Flacco's kind of unlocked a little bit of Chase Brown.
Samaje Perine does just enough as Chase Brown.
As a Chase Brown fantasy owner, I've been very happy with Joe Flacco.
That's pathetic that Samaje Perine has been able to just.
How's he still in the league?
He's just as good as Chase Brown this year. It's pathetic.
All right. Trade deadline happened Tuesday.
Jesus. What'd you
Kind of
say?
snuck up on me. I forgot the trade deadline was coming up this early.
Yeah.
Bunch of big moves. Sure, you want to start with the winners of the trade deadline?
Yeah, I will go with my winner, and it's a surprising winner. And usually we talk about complacency, and you don't want to be in the purgatory that is the middle. But fortunately for the Jets, they didn't have to worry about that because they are god awful. And I actually think cleaning house with the trades of Quinnen Williams, getting 2 firsts for Sauce Gardner, which I think is an amazing haul. As a fan base, it's sad. But were you really competing this year? Are you realistically going to compete next year? Probably not. And if you can nail these first-round picks, especially find a quarterback hell for the last couple decades, it seems like. Find a quarterback, has some complementary pieces. I mean, Quinnen Williams and Sauce Gardner were just wasting their careers on the Jets, and you're going to look back, get pennies on the dollars in a couple years, or they'll have walked by then because someone else wants to pay them, and you're like, that doesn't make sense for us. I think being proactive at this point is great. So it is the New York Jets, although the Jets fans might be sad.
I mean, 2 firsts for Sauce that's insane value.
Yeah.
You're not getting that again. I agree completely with you, True. It's just I don't understand how the Jets draft these guys. They hit on Sauce, they hit on Quinnen Williams, and they couldn't put anything together on the field. No, nothing, no success at all. It's pathetic. It really is.
What's
And
crazy?
Brees almost got traded too.
That's what makes them a loser in my mind. The trades they did make were great, but the fact they didn't get anything for Brees Hall, who's going to be an unrestricted free agent this year, and you don't want to pay a running back that much money. Apparently they had a deal for like a 4th-round pick from the Chiefs, and like 4th is like probably stretching his value, but like you're trading for a rental piece. Like you don't take the pick. Like you're not going. He's going to walk this offseason, or he should walk this offseason.
There's no way in hell they're paying him.
They shouldn't. They might because of the Jets, but they shouldn't.
Yeah.
2 first-round picks is crazy because that's what wasn't it Micah traded for 2 first-round picks?
Yeah.
And I would take Micah Parsons every single day of the week over Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
Once I think the good thing about Sauce is he just got extended this past offseason on a somewhat friendly deal. So you have 3 years of control, on cheap money. Rank, you make a great point. I agree with you there, but Rank, you make a great point about Brees Hall. There's just no reason not to trade him there. And I think honestly, you talk about trading Garrett Wilson too. I know that's kind of sad, but
I can't believe that teams didn't offer at least a 3rd for Brees Hall. There are a lot of teams that could use a good running back. I feel like a 3rd year. I mean, if the Chiefs give up that 3rd pick and they get Brees, they're on another level now, weapon wise.
The problem with Jets offensive players is you kind of have to gamble or speculate. Like, okay, once we free him from the tragedy that is the shackles that is the Jets, Brees could be a very good player. He had a great rookie year. He won Rookie of the Year.
He's having a pretty decent year this year too. I mean,
at times that's the miss there. They made good trade. What they did do was good.
Yes.
But they missed on doing more.
Could have done more, yeah.
Especially at this point, Aaron Glenn's coming back next year. There was talk after that terrible start that maybe you fire Aaron Glenn as a 1-year head coach. He's coming back at this point. You're making these moves, as well as the GM's coming back. This is now their team to build. In a weak QB draft, so you're probably not drafting your QB this year. You're probably waiting until next year. And
didn't they just fire the GM, or am I thinking of another team?
They did not.
Who am I thinking of?
The Dolphins fired their GM.
Dolphins, yeah, thank you.
So I'm curious to see what the Jets do this offseason and how they put the pieces together to do something maybe. I don't know. The question is, when are the Jets competitive again? And how long does this regime get the chance to rebuild the team? All right. I want
Rank to go. It's selfish.
Rank. All right. Rank, we can save you for last then, I guess.
Okay, you can go.
Sure. All right. I thought my team did pretty well at the deadline. it's sad to see players get traded, especially ones that you like. Rashid Shaheed, deep bomb threat. Like, he just played so hard, undrafted free agent to an all-pro. Great story. Traded the Seahawks for a 4th and 5th rounder. He's on an expiring contract. We weren't going to sign him. This is fantastic. We got 2 picks for him. And I'm happy for him too, because he goes to a Seahawks offense where he will absolutely flourish.
With Kubiak still there.
Yes.
So
and we'll get back to that. We'll get back to that when Rank talks. We also traded an offensive lineman, Trevor Penning, to the Chargers. He was also on an expiring contract. Got a 6th rounder for him, which, it's what we need to do right now. But to Rank's point earlier about the Jets not doing enough, I felt like we could have cleared a couple more guys out. We have some guys on defense that are serviceable, could be serviceable to other teams. Let me phrase that. And I think we could have got a couple more picks, because I just looked at like our picks for the next couple of years, and it's sparse. We have our own, and we have a couple more, and that's it.
What about Kamara? Why wasn't, as a newly fantasy owner of Alvin Kamara, I was hoping he was getting traded, and why is he still there?
Now, Kamara, I don't know if he's outwardly said this, but he's hinted at it, that if he's traded, he would just retire.
He just likes New Orleans that much?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think he wants to retire a Saint. I mean, he has all the records now running back wise.
I guess so. I guess that was the big one in my mind, but you probably your point, other players that you probably could have gotten rid of. But
yeah, there were a couple guys on defense. I'm surprised Olave didn't get moved, to be honest.
They might have a market for him. I feel like he's injured. They probably want him more than he's worth.
I feel like teams, that's a guy, like, if you get him on the Chiefs, man, he could turn into a great player.
I want him in New York.
I think it would have been great for you guys.
Him and
Neighbors would be a lethal one too.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. Overall, though, I'm glad we started this process.
I think this is good. Shaheed, great return. I think the receiver market was a little thin, which is obviously raising the price. Thoughts on Noah Olave getting moved?
Like, I know some teams could have used him. I don't know what we could have got for him, because he spent more time in the blue tent than he has catching touchdowns, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm ready to move on from him, though. And
he's still young too. Like,
yeah,
is he on a friendly contract?
Saints and friendly contracts don't, that it's like oil and water there. We're still paying Derek Carr a lot. So,
not good.
Yeah, we just got to, we move. We're a couple of years away from being a couple of years away, unfortunately.
Okay. You know what? I like that you have a plan, though. I like that there's a vision.
That's the optimism.
There's a vision there.
I guess, yeah. All right.
What is your take for winners of the deadline?
I recently had the opportunity to go watch a football team live in person, and the Seattle Seahawks team was legit beforehand, and they went out and added to potentially a strength of their team, and added another wide receiver for Sam Darnold to throw the ball to with Rashid Shaheed, and added an extra layer to that offense. Like, you don't really have a great guy who could go deep. Like, JSN's got the deep route, but he's more of like a crafty slot receiver at times. Like, Rashid Shaheed gives a bigger body on the outside. The speed is ridiculous. Burnt the Giants. I watched it live. Like, he is definitely a playmaker on this team that wasn't lacking playmakers, but you can never have too much. And this offense went from good to great with the big trade.
True. I was going to ask, who's your kick returner right now?
It is Horton, the Torrey Horton.
He's doing pretty good.
Rookie out of Colorado State. Yeah, he's doing well. He's doing well on offense. He had a return touchdown versus you guys week 2.
Yeah. Well, one of your many special teams plays that day.
Yeah.
I think Shaheed could help you in that sense as well.
I definitely think so. And Ryan, it's a great point. It is weird to think like we needed receiver help because of how well JSN's doing. Cooper Kupp, a little bit more injury prone probably than we were expecting, and that's just years. We saw it at the end of the Rams. He was missing a lot of games. Horton, young, Cody White, young. Yeah. Our tight ends are young, so it's just good to bring Shaheed in here. Also, JSN probably won't happen anymore. Is on pace and probably will not happen anymore. Is on pace for breaking the record for biggest percentage of a team's receiving yards. He has 49% of our receiving yards right now, which would break the record if that continued through the end of the year. So it was good that we got him some help. I'm glad he's doing really well, and I'm sure he's not complaining about that stat. But yeah, it was a good move.
Jason's amazing. Like what he does on a football field, like you look up and he's just getting the ball in his hands. Like he ends up. I have never seen a wide receiver end up more open more often than JSN. He is the best player in the field, and he is always open. Like it's not like he's giving him tough throws. Sam Darnold's having tough throws to throw to him. Like he's just in the slots. He's in the spots. He's finding his way. He's slippery. He's a magician on the football field.
Yeah, I think Liam and I might have our gripes about Cooper Kupp in fantasy, but he has provided monumental value in terms of leadership and coaching for JSN. I mean, this is like this one off season was just incredible for his development. I'm glad to hear you say that, Rank. Thank you. Kind of sticking with the Seahawks really quickly. I was kind of surprised Tariq Woolen wasn't moved. There was a lot of rumors about him going to the Eagles or something. He's really fallen out of our DB rotation, so glad we did a little addition there. But I'm surprised.
I think it's hard if your thoughts on the playoffs. The Eagles have been known to turn the players around, and I'd be deathly afraid of trading even my bench player to Eagles because then it's going to come back and kick you in the ass.
Fair point. Rank, who is your loser from this deadline?
I think it's New England Patriots. This Patriots team is on the up and up. They're breaking out. They're having a great season. Their record is amazing, obviously. I think they're the number one team in the AFC, maybe second. And they are going to cruise to a top 2 seed in the AFC. But come playoff time, I don't really have what they need right now. But they could have made a couple moves or two. They have plenty of draft picks available. Make a couple move or two and make this team competitive now and in the future with some veteran presence that could do this for them good. And I feel like them not doing that was really a miss.
Yeah, it's a good point. Drake May on a rookie contract, a lot of financial flexibility. Might as well go chase some assets. We all know the rookie QB allure when it comes to Super Bowl contender. I was a little surprised they stood pat too as well.
Liam, what do you got?
I have 2 losers. Teams that just should have sold more and they didn't. I'm gonna take the Dolphins and the Browns here. This was a perfect time, especially for the Dolphins, to clean house, say fuck it, we suck. We're going to suck. Let's get rid of everybody good and let's start this rebuild. And they didn't do it. They traded Jalen Phillips to the Birds, and that was it. We know he's going to have a pick 6 in the NFC Championship game. So, shout out to the Eagles fans watching this. But yeah, I don't know why these teams hold on to their players. You couldn't have gotten anything for Jalen Waddle.
You could have gotten stuff for him.
Right? Just going to let him waste away. Same with the Browns. Like, free Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah.
You know.
Njoku, get a 10.
What are we doing? We're just going to sit in mediocrity and pick our bung? Like, what? It doesn't make any sense at all. I don't understand why teams do this. They sit around and just waste away, and it makes no sense.
I think for the Dolphins' point of view, they still have Mike McDaniels there. They haven't fired him. He's probably still wants to compete this year for I don't know what. But I agree with you, Liam. The worst place you could be in sports is mediocre. And there are too many freaking mediocre teams in the NFL right now.
Yep.
Like, no promise mediocre. It's not even like you're an up-and-coming mediocre team. Not like you have an injury mediocre team. Two mediocre teams that have nothing to play for. Nothing.
I wouldn't even say mediocre. I'd say they're just bad.
And they're going to continue to be bad because they're not stockpiling picks. They're not trading away their assets now for stuff that's going to help in the future. They're sitting there doing nothing. It makes no sense.
Then they're going to trade them in 3 years when they're past their prime and can get pennies on the dollar.
Yep.
It is stupid. They're missing their time to sell, and the time is now.
I think you guys hit it right in the head.
That's why Liam's happy right now. I respect the Saints for what they're doing. They're selling. The Giants have sold before. We're now on our up and up, and we're building, and we're not going to sell right now. And I'm very happy they didn't. But when you're bad, you sell. You get your starting quarterback for the future. You buy.
Yep.
And that's how the NFL cycle should go.
Yeah, exactly. Excuse me. I got two losers. One is a buying loser, and one is a selling loser. Selling loser, I don't want to go on and on about them. The Bengals. I thought Trey Hendrickson was going to get traded. They have shown absolutely no willingness to meet him in the middle when it comes to extending his contract, and they're just going to keep doing these 1 year bonanzas. And now is a time when every team should really get some D-line help that they could have sold on some assets instead of losing him or just playing this game another year. And then I want to get Rank's reaction on this. My buying loser is going to be the 49ers because, yes, they made one move, but are you admitting that this is a lost season if you're the 49ers because you didn't do anything to even get rentals or temporary help for linebacker or D-end with Bosa and Fred Warner out? This receiving core is trash. And you didn't do anything to fix either of those. And you're still 5-3 in a division where there's 2 5-2 leaders, and it is a fight for the top. Is this a lost season, Rankle? And that's why they didn't buy. If it is not a lost season, they are losers to me.
It's hard to buy when your starting quarterback's hurt. It's hard to justify buying in this market with what the teams are around them. Do I think the season's over? No, they're probably still going to go for it. But I think they're realistic in the aspect of what their ceiling is this year. And their ceiling's not all that with Brandon Ayuk coming back at some point from injury. He's going to take some time. His ACL injuries, they take time. Next year is their year when hopefully they can be back healthy. I don't understand this 49ers team. They get hurt constantly. Like the Bengals and the 49ers are probably the most injured teams in the NFL year after year after year. Makes no freaking sense. But I think they were smart to not mortgage their future and keep what they have, but still compete. Like they're not competing, not selling. They're just maintaining status quo, see if they can get healthy, see what happens then. They're a 7 or 6 seed playoff team that probably lose in the first round. That's their ceiling right now. That's what this season is.
All right, I like your answer. It's very realistic. Thank you, Rank.
Thank you. I'm typically very realistic, as Liam knows.
No,
that's where you went astray. Liam, anything on my loser before we move into some other games?
Yeah.
We get into
I'm
Thursday
looking
night?
at the Niners schedule right now, and there's really no reason why they should miss the playoffs, considering they're already at 6-3.
They don't have a quarterback right now.
They play the Cardinals, the Panthers, the Browns, the Titans left. Like they're probably going to sneak in, unfortunately, and I just don't understand how they keep sacrificing. Guys just keep getting injured, all sacrificed to the Christian McCaffrey god that he is. I can't believe they beat the Seahawks and the Rams this season. I just can't believe it. Yeah. This team is, as the word of the day, we'll hit on this, mediocre.
Word of the day. Put it up there, Adam. All right, we have a couple other games that we're going to talk about before we get into Thursday Night Football. I would like to talk about Packers-Panthers. Can I just get into it? Can I just start?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Go for it.
I have been on the agenda that the Packers are frauds, and I feel like that was met with mixed results last time I brought it up on the show, and yet another bad loss for the Packers. Very bad loss. This defense is not good, and it's not good because the Panthers are not a great offense, and they were just, giving up third down conversions, fourth down conversions, just like untimely. Like you might look at the box score and it's like, well, they didn't give a lot of points on a tremendous amount of yards, just like situational football. And then I want to talk about the offense. Because there's some times where Jordan Love looks like the next coming of Brett Favre in a Packers uniform, and he looks great. And then you have Josh, or I think it was Dobbs fumbling, or Josh Jacobs, someone fumbling that wasn't Jordan Love. But you have a bad pick by Jordan Love into triple coverage underthrow. Just very bad. Missed field goal, which is not Jordan Love's fault, but obviously you're not capitalizing there. And then that 4th and 8, and we also saw the play, Jordan Love running around, basically go back to the 50 when they started in the 20, throwing it to nobody in the end zone. And you know what that tells me? Because they were down like single digits at the time. It wasn't like the last minute of the game. That kind of tells me there's a lack of respect for your opponent, because 4th and 8, how many times do you go for 4th and 8 when you're not like in a crucial position to extend the game? 4th and 8 on like the 20. I was baffled by that, and it blew up in their face, of course, and they paid the price for it. And I just don't think this Packers team took the Panthers seriously, and that's how the Panthers snuck away. I mean, Jordan Love throwing in a triple coverage. Are you really not taking the defense that seriously that you're doing that? I mean, I'm disgusted by this Packers team, and I'm going to stay on this train because I know it. They have horrible losses and ties, and they've all come to trash teams. They didn't take the Cowboys seriously. They didn't take the Browns seriously, and that's what happens.
If your biggest issue with this team is they don't take bad teams seriously, that's not an issue in the playoffs because they're only playing good teams, and they will show up and play their best when it matters. But
they better hope that's the reason why they're playing bad. It's that they don't take it seriously.
I agree with you, and it's the foundational stuff that I think both me and Liam agreed with you last week about, of without Tucker Kraft, especially now, going forward, you don't have a number one wide receiver to get the ball to. And we've seen it hurt the Bills at times in big games, and this seems like a very similar with the Packers of like, if you don't have a guy to step up and say, give me the ball, I'll go win you the game, you're going to have these type of games where you can't win these close, grinded out games, because every team has them. Every team goes through these games where it's tough to win a game, but they don't have that guy to say, give me the ball, I'll put the team on my back, we're not losing to the Panthers. And they don't have that, and it really showed.
Yeah. I just don't understand how you give up 130 rushing yards to Rico Dowdle when you know he's getting the ball 25 plus times. You have to sell out for the fucking run. And they got tricked on that last play. Micah admitted it. He was like, oh, we weren't expecting an inside run there when they iced the game and Rico Dowdle ran 8 yards right down their throat. Bryce Young had 100 yards this game, and the Panthers somehow won. I mean, that's just pathetic. I don't know what was worse, the Packers' effort or their fucking uniforms, because those things need to be thrown away and never worn again. Disgusting.
Oh,
I think the Packers will be fine. I think to flip in the record.
They'll
bounce back. But
my big thing for them last week was that they had depth at guys they could throw to, and now that Tucker Kraft is quote unquote in a better place.
Dude, that's a crazy quote that he said.
It's a little scary.
Bro's not dead. Like,
where's the better place? Not playing for the Packers? That's what it is.
Maybe,
I guess. Yeah. It's a little scary though.
They will have a big game coming up Monday night in Lambeau against the Eagles. That's a really prove-it type of game.
This is a prove-it game.
I mean, if they win that definitively, then Rank, maybe you're right. Maybe they just maybe it's not a problem because they just don't take bad teams seriously.
They can't get up against bad teams.
Whatever.
Whatevs.
Just better hope they play more good teams than bad teams. That's a crazy thing to have to say.
It's the opposite of the Dolphins that playoff year.
Yeah. Rank, talk to us about. We had a little fun in the locker room on the ground. You were at the Commanders game. Just what did you see from the Commanders, and the lack of what you
Okay,
saw.
okay.
Brutality. Like, Jane Daniels obviously got hurt in one of the ugliest injuries I've seen in a while. But that team in general just didn't seem to have it. I think they are missing Terry McLaurin. It's a big loss right now. Their offensive line still sucks. Like, Jaden's running for his life constantly. The running game's not getting going because they can't block anybody. This team, obviously, without Jaden Daniels now, is going to fall off. But I think we all predicted them to not have a good season this year, and they're really showing it. Like, last year was a fluke. Last year was everything went right for them, and they did it well. They have serious issues that they need to address going forward if they want to compete again in the NFC.
Yeah. Sorry ass team.
They really
Sorry
are.
ass team.
It's also just a really, really old team.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the defense is super fucking old, man.
Bobby Wagner's their, like, Mike linebacker.
Bobby
That's
Wagner,
bad. That's
Marshawn
really bad.
Lattimore is almost on the wrong side of
Dude,
30.
He's a
Von
bum.
Miller.
He tore his ACL now, so he's
Yeah, he
done.
did.
Luke McCaffrey broke his collarbone. He's done.
Yeah.
It's
Ertz
over.
is like actually being productive on the offensive side, but the whole like let's sign a bunch of veterans that they did 2 off seasons ago, it's done.
The ghost of Austin Eckler still running around there. That's
And we talked about earlier in the show, but like the Seahawks are a real team. They're good. They're elite.
Yeah.
They're a top 5 team in the NFC right now. They'll be competitive.
I want to talk about last week how I was ridiculed for saying the Seahawks were my top 3 in the NFC.
Yeah, they're not top 3, but like
Did we ridicule you? I don't
feel like
remember
maybe I internalized it a little bit. I feel like I got a little ridiculed.
well, unfortunately, that's why we fired Johnny. So the clips are gone. Can't go back and find them.
Fuck. You know, and this
Oh,
is
no.
you're gonna be like, this doesn't matter at all. I just want to say the NFL Power Rankings had a new number 1, and it's in the Northwest.
49ers?
No, it's the Seahawks rank. It's the Seahawks.
One other team, as we're just bringing up old dirty laundry, just throwing them at people. Liam, how did JJ McCarthy look this week against those Lions?
I didn't watch any of that game. I didn't see what happened.
Okay. I'll just fill you in. The Vikings beat the Lions, and JJ McCarthy was the star.
Really?
Mhm.
Wow. He had 143 yards and 2 touchdowns and a pick. Good for him, man. Aaron Jones is back?
Yeah.
What? Oh, my fantasy team will like that. What was the story of this game, Rank?
He's been back for like 3 weeks, Liam. We're really locked in as a fantasy owner.
Hey, I just want to ask you, Rank, what happened this past week, fantasy-wise? You break 60 this week? Did you get? Is it 60 that you? Yeah.
Did you not break 60 rank?
Okay.
He was hovering.
2 of my players got less than 1 point.
Oh no.
Roma Dunze got 0, which I don't. So that's why I'm against your Bears offense.
How do the Bears put up 47 and Rome puts up a goose egg? That makes no sense.
And for some reason, I traded for Alvin Kamara, and he got me 0.9 fantasy points.
Could have told you not to do that. Okay. So
I can't be
was
like
JJ
Liam and
McCarthy
just drop
that guy?
the stupidest players constantly.
Was he that guy, JJ McCarthy?
Yeah, he played pretty well.
Damn. Addison led the team in receiving yards with 48. Jesus Christ. How the fuck did they win this game?
All right, last game before we get into Thursday Night Football picks. Bills Chiefs, another electric game.
Spectacle. Always
Yeah.
a spectacle.
Always a fun time. Bills once again seem to win in the regular season, but it's always like, what can they do in the playoffs? Can this Bills team be that team? They always had a chance, I think. But like we talk about the Chiefs, talking about consistency. Like last week, I was ready to call this Chiefs offense better than the past couple of years, but then they play like this, and Patrick Mahomes is constantly under pressure. Like the pressure on Mahomes really made a difference in this game in my mind.
Ooh. Yeah, Mahomes had a rough one. Jesus.
Yeah. Also, as a fantasy owner, Mahomes against Liam, he had a pretty bad game.
Rank, I mean, we can talk about this game all we want, but to your point, why they have such a great record against the Chiefs in the regular season and are winless in the postseason. This was a great game to watch. Great game to watch. But can they translate it to the postseason?
Bills could win the Super Bowl every single year as long as they don't have to play the Chiefs.
Very true.
Fortunately, that's not how it works. You'll see the Chiefs playing for the Lombardi Trophy come February, unfortunately.
I think another thing that, and I'm hesitant to say this because I'm falling into the Bills can beat the Chiefs trap, but James Cook, when he gets going, looks very good. And we've been always talking about this more balanced offense. Rank brought it up earlier in the show. It's they don't have that number one wide receiver, so you put a lot of pressure on Josh Allen to make plays. If you can just give it to James Cook and burn some clock and get some meaningful first downs, it changes the entire offense, and it's really great to see.
All right, sneaky trade deadline loser, Bills. Go,
no
please,
wide receiver
for the love
help.
of God, get a wide, please.
Dude, what if they got Olave? What if they got Olave?
Could have got Waddle.
Could have got Waddle.
Something.
If I'm them,
Oh.
I would spend some capital. I'd spend at least a third for Olave, maybe a sneaky second. Maybe.
Right? Like, bro.
Little Rodgers in Green Bay situation. This team will get a wide receiver like Rodgers.
Yeah. But they don't have a fucking reliable Jordy Nelson. Or Devontae Adams. Anything else in this game before we get into what's becoming my favorite segment of the show every week?
Now let's go Thursday Night Football picks.
Let's do it.
We all squad rode last week. Nice win for the fellas.
We rode the squad. Yep.
We squat road. Yep. Squad
It's fun.
road.
Truett's sitting at 8-2. I'm at 6-5. Liam's at 4-6. Liam almost used double nothing last week and then changed it last moment, which is a good gut call by him. Would have been really funny if you didn't do that. You'd be even worse than you are right now. I'm curious where Truett goes, and we're going to make him lead off this week because
Do I have to lead off?
Yes, you're winning. That's the
it's
whole
not
point.
following his rules of how to pick games. The Raiders are at the Broncos -9.5.
Well, that doesn't qualify for my rule, though. Because
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's not
Yeah.
qualifying for your rule. What are you doing here?
The Raiders, see, I'm backing into my answer here because the Raiders put up a good fight against the Jaguars. But the Jaguars, as I've said before, they look great one game and then narrowly win or lose on 1 p.m. games on Sundays the following weeks. Also, quick fun fact while I'm stalling, Brock Bowers, most fantasy points by a tight end since 2020, and I was playing against him, which was really fun. I have to go Broncos here because I just legitimately, after watching the Raiders versus the Chiefs, am so scarred. And, I have to treat, because this is honestly so important to me, I have to treat it like I have $500 on the line, and I can't, in good conscience, put $500 on the Raiders against the Broncos away in Mile High City. So I'm going to go with the Broncos, and I'm secretly hoping for another squad ride the squad, but I'm not sure what's going to happen here.
I can tell you what Rankle is going to do. I know. I'm reading him like a book right now.
What am I going to do?
He's taking the Raiders. Oh, yeah, he is.
This is the first time in a while I've actually looked at the line this morning. I woke up this morning and checked the line of the game because I was curious. I had been thinking about this all day. And I woke up. The line was at 8.5 this morning as the thing. It's moved towards the Broncos.
Wow.
And I was pretty confident I was taking the Broncos because the way you bet is you think who's going to win the game, and the Broncos are going to win the game. But the Raiders played well last week. And Brock Bowers is back, and he's playing well on a short week, on a game where the Broncos seem to keep everybody close. I'm going to.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
He's making really good points. He's making
Yeah.
He's making very good points. Rankle,
There he goes. Rank?
everything he was saying was actually very logical.
Yeah.
The double rank.
There we go. Double
Rank,
rank.
you left us on a cliffhanger, man.
Yeah,
said,
you did.
I'm gonna,
Really
and then you lagged out.
The blue.
I can't hear you guys.
Let me kick other Rankle.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
T-
We were
taking
saying you left us on a cliffhanger because you said I'm gonna, and then you froze.
I'm taking the Raiders.
I was telling Liam while you were frozen, you were making very good points. It was kind of making me rethink my decision.
I'm taking the Raiders. Go for it, Liam.
I don't know what to make of this sorry Raiders team. I really don't, because they look like maybe one of the worst teams ever against the Chiefs. They played teams close. They lost to the Colts by 40. Lost to the Commanders.
I meant the
Lost to
Broncos
Bears
keep
by
the game
1.
close.
No, you said the Broncos do play, but do they play good teams close? I would say the Giants are a solid team, much better than the Raiders.
Thank you.
I know.
But they're my team. I'm not going to bet against them. Broncos are going to cover this game.
Let's ride
This
together.
is a big Tim Tebow game for Bo Nix. Prove yourself, buddy. Make Rankle eat his words and make Rankle read that fucking memo.
Rank, how does it feel that you are literally relying on Geno Smith for this?
It's not good. I don't feel good about it. There's not one part of me that's going to be happy tomorrow. I can watch this game and be like, I'm feeling confident. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to stress out all day.
Wow.
That's
I
not
just
good.
want to toot my own horn a little bit. I'm on a 3-game win streak, hoping to make it 4. Climbing from the
Honestly,
depths
didn't even
of
notice
the
that.
cellar. Rankle, I'm coming. And Truitt, I'm gonna come hard.
What the fuck? I think it's
All right.
time we transition to baseball.
Yeah, let's go to
We'll
the
let my
World
two
Series.
baseball experts take the reins here while I go deposit my Miller Lite.
Game 7 was one of the. Is that where we left off? Where we leave off?
We have game 6, game 7 up.
Oh,
I think we talked game 7. I'm not. It's a series. Talk about game 7. I would like to first off, the biggest shout needs to be made, as painful it is, to Yamamoto. What
Yeah.
Yamamoto did by pitching 6 innings in game 6, pitching 3 in game 7, where he was throwing faster than when he was in game 6.
yeah.
To not only come in, but to come in that situation and to give up no runs across 3 innings and pitch the way he did is remarkable. Like, I don't think people understand how hard it is to do what he just did, and to make it look as easy as he did is crazy. And he deserves all his flowers, everything that is coming to him. He deserves, because it is a once in a lifetime pitching performance we watched.
Yeah, he was nails the whole series and completely unhittable at times. I mean, his splitter was working, his fastball was electric. That's why the Dodgers shelled out for him, you know.
He's the reason they won the series. Without him, they would have lost.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah, 1,000%. Especially because Snell did not have the same dominance versus the Brewers
No.
as he
No.
did versus the Jays. Do you guys think – I saw something on Twitter. I saw a lot of things on Twitter comparing – and again, I wasn't a baseball fan back then, but they're comparing Yamamoto to Madison Bumgarner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's the same
Are you
stuff.
guys
That's what
what
it was
side of
like.
the take are you on there?
That's pretty fair comparison. Mad Bum was unreal for the Giants, you know.
Mhm.
He came out of the pen, started games. Just anytime he could get in the game, he would throw. Man, Game 7, man, there were so many little mistakes that the Blue Jays made, especially on the bases.
Yep.
That just, oh my God.
Liam, as a baseball player, I've
Dude.
seen the discourse about whether you run through home plate in this situation or you slide. And
I'll tell
8
you what,
times out of 10 of the situation, most situations, you're sliding.
I'll tell you what you don't do though. You don't slide feet first.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. especially when you are out by milliseconds. Like literally millimeters is the difference between him and a World Series. And if he would have ran through it or dove head first, he's probably safe
Yeah.
on a play that was
Well,
bobbled.
What's up with that lead? He had no secondary lead.
Also very true.
Dude, it kills me, man.
They're afraid of getting picked off by Muncy on his like crazy catches.
But he's not going to get like picked off like
You gotta
not by the pitcher, right?
No, but like a line drive catch and throw it out.
Yeah. That makes sense.
If that happens, it happens though. In the off chance someone hits a screaming line drive right to third, you have to take that chance and get the fuck off third base. Because you have to score on contact in that position. Another thing that got me, and I know IKF is not a hitter, but he came up with a guy on second and laid down a bunt. No outs.
Right? No outs.
No outs. You
Horrible.
cannot give up an out in that situation. You absolutely cannot. What if he could have hit a little blooper, a little dinker to right field or some bullshit, and that's it. But like, oh my god.
I guess IKF was thinking there's a better chance I strike out and the runner stays on second than me being able to bunt. So
Yeah, that was.
It's such a painful thing because if you're a Blue Jay player, a Blue Jay fan, and imagine it was one of our teams watching that game and realizing how freaking close you. I was thinking about it sitting there in the extra innings. I was like, if this was the Mets, I think I'd be like on the floor, like hyperventilating right now.
I would have screamed and probably thrown up a couple times.
No matter which side I was on, whether I was a team that had hit that home run in the ninth or give it up, like I would have been losing my freaking mind. Hammered, but losing my freaking mind.
you think Hoffman's right to take that much blame? He seemed to take a lot of blame at the end.
No.
It was a 9-hole hitter. Who was it? Like Mickey Rojas?
I think he was thinking ahead, to be fair. I think he was thinking about Ohtani.
Yeah, he wanted Ohtani.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
It's a brutal way to lose. It's a brutal for the city, for the fan base, especially in a sport like baseball.
Yeah.
That you're not getting back here. The chance of the Blue Jays coming back to the World Series next year is slim to none. Like, it is such a crazy sport. Unless you're the Dodgers, that to get back there is crazy. And they won't have this moment for the next 40 years, especially when Bo Bichette comes to the Mets.
I know that there's no way anyone, like outside of maybe us, would defend this take because of like how good the Dodgers are. But I truly believe the better team lost this, just based off how they were playing.
The better playing team.
Yes, the better playing.
The harder team just went ice cold in the last.
Yes.
Went a little dumb.
Literally last minute. Yeah.
On paper, they were the worst team, but they
outs.
played better in the series.
Yes. They were the better team. And
they did the keys to what we said they needed to do, and they did it, and they still lost.
Yeah.
And then I goddamn watched Kershaw celebrate with his kids his last game, and it's just
I heard you Darvish is out all next year.
Jesus Christ.
yeah. Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, are we gonna? Does that mean we can get off his money somehow? Because he's got a lot of money headed
He
his
gets some
way.
insurance paid, I think. I don't know.
Insurance paid. Okay.
In other news, Edwin Diaz opted out. He is a free agent as of right now. And Pete Alonso has changed his profile picture from him in a Mets uniform to him in his Florida Gators uniform. So, yeah, if Pete Alonso is not a Met next season, we riot. We absolutely riot.
I guess on the positive, just think about all the starting pitching you can go get with that money.
Yeah.
We're not getting anybody.
Is that Michael King I smell?
You can take him, dude. You can take him.
Yeah, sorry, Truitt. There's been rumblings about Tatis possibly being on the move. One insider source was heavily hinting at that.
To the Mets?
No, not to the Mets. Not to the Mets. Just being moved.
I saw somewhere that the Dodgers are going to try and steal Robert Suarez. And
Oh my God.
I think I would just start. I'm starting to tear up a little bit just thinking about it.
Maybe you'd have a Tanner Scott type of season, hopefully.
Yeah, but I don't want him to have a Tanner Scott season. I want him to be good and play for the for the Padres.
Say,
I mean-
Drake Skubal is coming to the Mets.
Yeah, I saw that.
Jeez.
With our luck, he'll forget how to pitch.
Well, yeah.
All right, let's just.
Let's go to the NBA.
NBA.
Some things I want to hit on. To start, Truitt, this Thunder team is unfucking believable, dude. They're missing guys left, right, and center. Dagnall's just playing any bum he finds up the street, and they're turning into the next coming of Michael Jordan. This AJ Mitchell guy,
Yeah.
he probably didn't know how to dribble last year. Now he's going to win Sixth Man of the Year.
No,
It's insane.
No, I get your joke. You're getting a little hyperbolic here. He was a very good rookie for us, and then he like broke his foot or something, and then came back for the finals, and of course Dagnall didn't play him. But he's been great because he's weathering the storm with J-Dub still out. Anyways, yeah, I'll let you continue.
Yeah, no, you guys just have a great team, great coach, good culture. Yeah, looking very championship 2 might be loading right now.
First 8-0 start in franchise history. Thank you. Yeah, I've been saying it for a while now. We have to win because we are going to be paying a dick load of money, a la the Bengals, to 3 players. So it's going to get a little expensive soon.
It's better basketball though, that's for sure.
Expensive fast. I want to hear your guys' take on this. I haven't watched any Lakers basketball, to be honest. But are the Lakers for real? And are they better without LeBron on the court?
I owe a big apology to the Lakers, and this is mostly targeted at Luka because I wrote them off, but he's done it before. He's carried sorry ass teams far beyond where they should be going, and him and Reeves just we had white boy summer, we had white boy fall. It's looking like we're gonna have white boy winter now. These two, they call them the Snow Time Lakers. They've been absolutely unreal.
Where are you hearing these things?
They've been unreal. Luka's averaging 41, 11, and 8 right now, I believe, which is how?
On 55% shooting.
Yeah, Reeves is unreal. They're even
Shout
getting
out Reeves, dude.
they're even
I
getting
saw
DeAndre
something-
Ayton.
I saw something that said that Reeves, they're expecting the baseline because he's up for an extension to be around 30 million. Which I don't know if we would have said that last year. I don't know.
I wouldn't have said that at the beginning of the season. He's been hooping.
Yeah. What were you going to say about Aiden? I'm curious.
He's been doing his thing too. I mean, he's got the easiest job in sports: be 7 feet and play with Luka Doncic. It's not, it's really not that hard. But he's been hooping too. I can't believe are they 6-2?
Yeah.
I can't believe it. But the fact that Luka's missed games and LeBron hasn't played, it's unfathomable.
You think you can't believe it? I mean, my take from last week already looks like dog shit. I said they were going to be under 500 when LeBron came back.
They're going to be well over 500 by the time LeBron gets back. And then they'll tank after that.
Yeah. No. Did we lose Truitt?
I think so. He's just too hurt about the fact the Lakers suck.
They don't. That's the problem. They don't suck, unfortunately.
He's back.
The ghost of Jimmy kicked me out.
Fuck you, Jimmy.
Jim Johnson, Johnny Jimson. How do I kick him out? There we go.
I kicked him out. Don't worry. Spurs. Liam and his Wemby. Do you want to just shower with more praise on
just want to explode all over the place about Wemby?
This team is just insane defensively, man. They're just I'm just so bought into this team. They're so good. They're just a great team. I'm so excited to watch the game tonight. Lakers Spurs is going to be absolute. It's going to be popcorn.
Do you think Wemby drops 60 on this sorry ass Lakers defense?
He's gonna have 6+ blocks this game on
Yeah.
Ayton's stupid ass baby hook that he loves to shoot.
I think he drops 50+ on the Lakers.
It's not a horrible take.
Let's see what his plus minus is out of curiosity. Where is that over under points is? Any other basketball topics you want to discuss while I'm looking this up?
Yes.
Bulls, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the Bulls?
How about the Josh Giddey All-Star led Bulls? Giddey's having an unreal season and nobody's talking about it.
He's averaging almost a triple-double on 50-42 splits.
They beat the Red Hot Sixers, excuse me. Giddey's averaging 23, 9 and something. I don't know if you guys saw that Vooch game winner.
Yeah, it was absurd. That was a great pass. Great pass, too.
Giddey's just been the man, the Giddler.
I'm happy for him, man. I mean, I knew he had this in him.
He's
Is
close
this
to
the
around.
year they finally climb out of mediocrity?
They could climb into the Cleveland Cavaliers territory, maybe. The upper mediocrity.
Upper mediocrity. Wow, rank. I was small sample size. 7 games, small sample size. Remember that year when the Pelicans started like 7-2, and then they, were like the 10th seed.
Mirotic was atop the MVP ladder. I remember that vividly.
No,
Him and CJ.
different year. But that's a great time for basketball, though.
I just want to throw this out there. There are 4 teams out there. The landscape is starting to form, fellas. The basketball triangle. There are 4 teams that have a plus 10 point differential so far this season. Can you name those 4 teams?
I have the standings up right now, so I'm.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh, all right. Well, we know those 4 teams, and they're all in the West.
It's the Oklahoma State Thunder, the San Antonio Spurs,
2 for 2,
thinking the Nuggets,
3 for 3.
the Lakers,
Nope.
the
Not the
Rockets.
Lakers. There you go, Rank.
There you go.
Kept it a little realistic. Nice.
Are these the 4 best teams in the NBA?
Yes.
Rockets really pulled it around after an 0-2 start. I was very critical, but
They're my NBA Finals team.
they were. I want to talk a little bit about bad teams, though, and my bad teams being the Pelicans and like, when do you just admit this isn't going to work? And then we got to talk about the Grizzlies with Ja and that whole drama.
Ooh.
I think both of them should trade away their superstars or cut them and move on.
Why is Zion still here?
They're in the below mediocrity level of the NBA. And as we've discussed in the NFL, that is probably even worse than above mediocrity.
Yeah.
I mean, the supporting cast when Zion came into the league is just completely different. Like, all those pieces from the Lakers trade are gone. I don't know what you do here.
You get rid of
Besides,
them. You cut them.
We all got
Derek Queen.
I for one got allured into the skinny Zion in the offseason. It's kind of becoming the new Ben Simmons can shoot trap. I have a fun stat from you. Our good friend Kenny Beecham, King of the Fourth Quarter, was telling me this today. This season, granted, it's only 7 games. Zion has 4 buckets in transition.
Jesus Christ. It's bad.
You look at that kid that played at Duke, and you tell me that? Probably had 4 a game at Duke.
Man. They stink. Jordan Poole's ass. He's really ass.
I keep forgetting he's on this stupid team.
Free Trey Murphy. Free him.
Yeah, free Herb.
Free Herb.
Free fears. Derek Queen had a good game the other day.
He did. He had a great game. Build around him.
And then moving to the Grizzlies. Does anyone like super well versed in the drama there of what happened specifically?
Yeah. He got suspended for a game for basically blaming his poor performance on the coaching staff.
What's the line he kept saying?
Talk to the coaching staff. Talk to the coaching staff. Talk to coaches.
And he brought a new head coach after he didn't like Taylor Jenkins last year.
That was a mistake firing him. I'm sorry. I thought he was a good coach.
It's the NBA has too many bad teams, and it's ugly.
I keep talking about expansion. Expansion is not the answer. When
No.
you have the
Teams
Wizards and the
be cut.
Nets. Yeah.
And the Pacers, like we went to the Pacers and we lost Tyrese Halliburton. They're 1-6.
Well, they also
That's
lost
not really-
Nembhard.
And Turner, but yeah.
Yeah. That's not really their fault, I'd say.
Yeah, they're just hurt, Rank.
They overachieved last year. We can all agree on that one.
It was an historic run. It was a very historic run.
I don't know if they overachieved because they were dominating teams. Like, Hallie never gets hurt. Sorry, Truitt. Hallie never gets hurt. He drops a 50-pound, they win. Like
There's no
that
way.
was the storybook there.
It gets interesting for sure. I can't admit you're right, but it does.
They were leading at halftime without him. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think there was a fluke last year, Rank. It's tough to win without your best player. You know.
All right. Any other NBA storylines, or can we get some college basketball and some hoops grid?
more bums to talk about. Wizards bums. Nets are really bummy. Nets are very
Yeah.
bummy.
That team needs to be fuck expansion, relocate them. That should get their own state, you know.
Nobody in New York likes the Nets.
Jazz, Kessler's out for the year. Suns, bad. Kings,
Just-
start Russ.
The Suns are so bad. I kind of feel bad for Booker now.
What? You feel
Wasted
bad?
away.
Found full circle on Booker.
He's wasting away.
And then the Mavericks, the hype is, as Liam said last show, it's already done.
Who in their right mind thought this team was going to be good? 48.5 wins, my fucking asshole. My dirty asshole.
I think the line was 40.5. Where you agreed on?
So dirty. So dirty.
48.5 was the DraftKings line, Rank.
I know, but I said 30. You said 38.5. They weren't even get, so I negotiated up to 40.5.
When the footage,
Negotiate with you.
yeah, we've got to hit up Jimmy for that one.
Yeah.
All right.
I think
This
Jimmy
one-
took all the footage with. I forgot to change the passwords. Jimmy took all the footage with him.
Fucking
Rank, what do we got in the world of college sports?
Villanova basketball with Kevin Willard had a great first night against the BYU Cougars and AJ DeBonsta. This was a very different Villanova team. They played fast. Their offense looked pretty at times. Like, I was enjoying watching the offense. They're moving the ball, playing well. There are things that need to be fixed, obviously. It's a young team, first game playing together. They need to figure out rotations, who plays well, who plays when. They need to figure out how to make shots. Like, they were getting open shots. They couldn't, quote, finish them. And they need to make the free throws, which you never hear that against the Villanova team, but they need to make the free throws.
Yeah, would never happen under Jay. Sorry.
never would have.
And to be honest, the two biggest shout-outs I give this game is, one, Duke Brennan, who looked like an absolute beast down low. He's 6'10". He's playing really well. He's out on the perimeter. Kind of reminds me of me in real sports. And Bryce Lindsey, who put up a good score. He could be our number one scorer at times, which is helpful.
Yeah, Duke Brennan had 15 boards. That's unreal.
Yeah.
Really good. AJ who's scoring, and their big man was he was a force. Just say that.
Yeah.
But,
I think definitely some growing pains. It's a different roster, and maybe if this BYU game wasn't game one, we win this.
I like that we have a really tough non-conference schedule.
Well, at times we have like next 5 games, next 6 games are pretty easy, which is good to gel, and then we bounce back to end the non-conference with Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pitt.
Yeah.
And
Is
Pitt,
Pitt supposed to be good this year?
Who?
Is Pitt supposed to be good this year?
no idea.
They're not supposed to be bad.
Okay, so that win will that factor in? Is what I'm asking.
Yes, it will be a big win. It'll be their
It'll be a good
first
win.
real win of the season, potentially. Depending on what we do against Wisconsin.
After we beat
Hopefully
Michigan.
not, right? Isn't Michigan before
Well,
that?
yeah, but
After we smoke Michigan.
And we badger the Wisconsin Badgers. Did you like what I did there?
Badger. All right. Very cool. Very good. I can't wait for that first game against Seton Hall. 23rd of December. Going to be back at home in Old Lyme, watching my Rents. That's gonna be pretty awesome.
Is that our first Big East game?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. There's some good ones on the schedule, fellas. You know,
It's a new era, my friends. It's a new era. I didn't recognize most of the people on this roster. This was new era, but that's probably a good thing.
It is. We needed a little overhaul. We needed a new image after that coach we had last year.
We don't talk about him.
yes.
You know what?
Willard is nice and
Willard
big,
wearing a suit too. I love that. I love
Yeah.
it.
It's the way it needs to be.
Not fucking Kyle Neptune and his dirty ass turtlenecks. Just, nobody needed to see that shit.
I fucking hated that stupid turtleneck, dude. You look like an idiot.
God.
All right. Hoops grid?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's rip it. All right, we can easily dominate this one.
They're not trolling this time?
That was, what was that? All Rockets? What was that?
Yeah. That was stupid.
Mr. New Magic fan. Let's see what you got here.
Can't see it.
Ooh. I can see
Here
it.
we go. Ooh. Sheldon Mack. Let's anywhere on the Magic. Anywhere you want to put him. Yeah, he didn't play in the 2000s. Damn, don't put him under.
All right, I can move him. I can move him.
Damn,
We do
bro.
Anthony Black middle.
Damn,
Oh,
it's crazy disrespect. I guess put Mac over under 10. That's just so disrespectful. So goddamn disrespectful.
No, that's not it. Fuck. He was probably this one.
definitely.
Look at that cute guy.
Can you put
Deion Waiters bottom middle.
Nice. Gummy Dion.
maybe Mario Hazonia center middle?
I like that. Don't over Giannis. Ooh.
Oh,
We can do
Oh.
we can do a little better.
did Herzonia get enough assists for 2 assists a game? Can we switch to Sheldon Mack and Herzonia?
Yeah, maybe. Oh shit. I don't know how to get rid of it. Let's
Throw
go back.
Herzonia in the far right.
Good thinking, Rick.
Oh,
No, he didn't. That's crazy, bro.
oh,
Bro did
That's-
not pass the ball.
that's poor. What about James Ennis for 2 assists a game?
Oh, shit.
Or, yeah. James. Try James. There you go.
Third. Nice. Get back here, Shelvin.
There we go.
Oh, man.
Now I'm going Euless. Damn it.
Ooh,
Wow. What
Who's
about
that
Dragon,
five? Is
Dragon
is-
Bender?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
oh Bender, Bendy.
Bendy.
He looks like an idiot.
Do you think
Jesus.
Warren ever got 2+ assists?
Who? Warren?
TJ Warren.
That's crazy. Wait, who's the other guy? Marquise Chris.
Bendy.
This is crazy.
That means it's-
Maybe Ennis here.
Another.
Let's
Ennis?
go.
There you
Let's go.
Nice. Here you go, Truitt.
Heat. Let's get a
Good
little
work.
bump here. Who's the white guy? Mike Miller.
Ooh,
Damn it. Someone else. Morris Cole.
Norris Cole
Damn it.
would be a good one.
Too much.
Chalmers,
I think people might know.
Numbers.
That's the problem.
Battier.
Yeah, give me Highsmith.
Did Haslam ever do it?
Jesus Christ.
Wow, that's really sad.
Oh, I got one for Magic played in 2000s. Give me Keith Bogans. Let's freaking go. This guy was such a dog. Nope. Bogans, Keith. Yep, there you go. He was just an absolute just mutt on the court. So tough.
What? Wait, didn't they? Oh, they were 2010s.
Rashad Lewis, bottom right.
Fuck. Damn.
Can
Nice.
you go?
Frank.
Maybe did Gord Top play in the 2000s?
Oh, he might have. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot of
Yeah.
pressure.
All right.
Lot of
We
pressure.
need a dial.
lot of pressure, boys.
There's got to be someone like crazy. Fucking. What was that fucker's name? Sorry for the swearing.
Somewhere like the 06
Cedric something. Cedric, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's Cedric Sabalas. Yeah. No.
Oh my god.
No. Oh,
Wow. What a pull.
he had a 2K card that I remember.
You know what?
Wow.
We did so well. I'm so proud of us. How the fuck are we only 54% better?
People are cheating.
I don't care. That's awesome. When do we get that? What we've gotten like once or twice. What's that other color we get even rarer than this?
Oh, it's got to be like
Galaxy?
0.01. It's like
Yeah.
Galaxy or something. Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice.
0.01? That's crazy.
I don't know how we got it. But... birthdays?
All right. Jump right into it. Starting off in baseball. Let's see. I don't really know any of these guys, to be honest. Johnny Damon. Happy birthday, Johnny Damon.
Happy birthday, Johnny Damon.
Turns 52 today.
Big D.
I don't know anybody else here. Jacob Wagapak. I don't know who that is. Do you guys know who that is?
Jacob
No clue.
Wackapack? Is that what you just said?
Wagapak? I don't know.
Wax
Going
it.
over to basketball, we got a couple future Hall of Famers. Shout out to Trey Lyles. Happy birthday. Turns 30. Now, a guy by the name of Theophilus Pinson, also known as Theo Pinson. Happy birthday to Theophilus.
Yeah.
Jan Mahimi.
Go.
Thunder legend, right?
No.
Oh.
No. Lakers.
Jerry
legend.
Stackhouse turns 51. Happy birthday to Jerry Stackhouse, and one of the guys who was wrongly blackballed by the NBA, OJ Mayo, turns 38 today.
Preach.
He did nothing wrong,
Nothing.
not one thing.
Never.
Oh, and I think this is James Collins. This might be the other Collins guy's brother. Yes.
John.
No.
Craig.
Who's the gay guy?
Jason.
Jason Collins. I think this is his brother, James Collins. Because he had a brother
okay.
that played in the league as well. So happy birthday to him. I don't know what's funny there.
Yeah.
Moving over to football. Blake Groupie, kicker for us.
Nice.
He's ass. He's absolute
Oh.
ass. He turns 27 today. Let's see.
Do you hope
Odell
he has a
Beckham.
birthday?
OBJ. Happy birthday to OBJ.
Nice.
Giant legend.
Giant legend.
Absolute giant legend. Jason Kelsey. Happy birthday to you, Jason
Wow.
Kelsey.
Eagles
Probably
legend.
getting another commercial for his birthday. Nick Folk turns 41 today. Happy birthday to
Oh, Jets kicker?
Folk.
Yeah.
Used to be decent.
Yeah. He's on my
did.
fantasy team. He's still all right, you know.
He's still in the league.
Jets kicker, right? Or am I thinking of someone else?
He's not still a Jets kicker, I don't think. I hope not. He can't be
Yeah,
as
yeah, he
bad as
is.
Graham Gano anymore.
Yeah, he
Let's
is.
see.
41 years old.
That's
insane.
crazy.
All right.
Poor guy's just spending his 40s on the Jets. That's horrible.
That's terrible. I would retire, buddy. Go take up golf or something.
He's 222. Holy fuck.
Wow. Big boy. All right. A guy by the name of D'Artagnan Shack. Happy birthday to D'Artagnan. We'll follow that up with one of Truitt's favorite players, Aaron Moorhead. Happy birthday
I have his
to
jersey actually. Just says Moorhead on the back. And then
All right.
instead of the number, it says please.
If anybody wants to give Trude a birthday gift in April, send it right now. Send them a jersey.
All right. And rounding out football, we just have a guy who went by Battershell. That's it. Just Battershell.
Is that a first or a last?
Oh, we got one more. Happy birthday to Peter Creepin.
Peter what? Creep?
Peter Creepin.
Peter be creeping?
You know, he was having fun in the locker room.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
All right. Going over to hockey, we got Carl Sneep. Happy birthday to Sneepy. Love that guy. Oh man. And we got one soccer birthday today. The 30-year-old Arshia Agabaza Bara Zaba Daba. Sorry if I mispronounced that. My bad.
If you mispronounce
Aga Baba Baza Daba Day.
Adam.
I don't know what
Holy
team this guy played for.
Fun trivia question for the viewers at home. If you could spell that and tweet us at Fun Locker Room to try it, if you spell it correctly, we'll send you a gift.
Yes, we will.
Liam, one more time, just for the viewers at home. Can you pronounce it one more time for us?
His name's Arshia Aga Baba Zada Day.
It seemed a little shorter than
Arga Baba Daba Zaba Day.
Yabba Yabba Doo.
He played for the Iranian national team, it looks like.
Oh, maybe we should be careful.
You're definitely butchering the pronunciation of his name. Me and Truett do not endorse anything Liam says. We are free entities.
No, we do not.
I'm not gonna. Never mind. That's it. That's all I got.
I don't really know how to end this. Thank you all for watching Fun in the Locker Room. If you are watching this in your locker room, please take a selfie and hashtag FLR and tweet us, and we will maybe show some on the show. Given that it's a locker room and that's a very sensitive area, please no profanity in these photos.
But shouldn't they be in a locker room?
Yeah, but maybe just like, I don't know. I didn't really think this through. Just know that Adam's going to be looking at all these first, so just keep that in mind with whether you really want to do it or not. Other than that, we will see you all next time for more fun in the locker room. Football, basketball, baseball, cricket, hockey, you name it, we got it. We're doing this every Wednesday, so please subscribe, and you're not going to want to miss a beat here. Thank you all. Liam Holloway, Sean Rankle, Truett Carcer. We'll see you next time.